Hey there, how you doing? Hope you had a great weekend. All right, let's start the week with another Stoic kind of quote. This time it is from Marcus Aurelius, one of my favorite philosophers, ancient philosophers. I love his book called The Meditations. So this guy was an emperor and a Roman emperor, and he wrote almost like a diary, right? A diary, right? So the diary he wrote every day was just meant for himself. And later, it was sort of composed into a book and released into the world. And I love that book, and I would definitely recommend it. I think it's something that needs to be on your side table or on your office desk, even beside your bed. It's got great, wonderful nuggets of philosophical insight. But anyway, let's see what the quote is today. So Marcus Aurelius, in his book Meditation, says, all you need are these: certainty of judgment in the present moment, action for the common good in the present moment, and an attitude of gratitude in the present moment for anything that comes your way. So what is he really saying? He's talking about the present moment. And this is, like I said in one of my previous videos, it is a recurring theme or concept in all philosophy, almost all religions and human thought, because the past doesn't really exist, right? It's just a memory, or maybe sometimes even not a memory. The future hasn't happened yet, so it's subject to change. It's not guaranteed, and it doesn't really mean anything till we get to the future. And when we get to the future, what is that? That is the present moment. So we all have the present moment. Now, of course, fairly obvious, and many people talk about it, but I like the way Marcus Aurelius puts it. And he says, all you need are certainty of judgment. So when you are looking at a decision that you need to make or a judgment that you need to pass on a given situation, it could be an internal feeling, it could be a situation that's happening to you, or it could be a person you're dealing with, or an event that's happening. When you're trying to make a judgment, or when you're trying to make a decision, when you're trying to decide whether it's good, whether it's bad, just look at it in the present moment, right? What is it doing to you? How is it making you feel in the present moment? And be certain. Do not have doubts as to what it might mean in the future or how it relates to your past. Now, I know easier said than done, but the best way to look at it and to pass a judgment or to make a decision is to have certainty in the present moment. And it says action for the common good in the present moment. So action for the common good might sound a little altruistic, maybe impractical in this day and world, when we are every man to his own, dog eat dog, all that. So action for the common good might sound like, okay, it's idealistic, but in the present moment is the key word there. So action for the common good in the present moment. What if any action you take, you weigh it, you think about it in the present moment only? Okay, not the benefit it might give you, or not a vengeful kind of action based on the past. But what if you just said, in this present moment, you look around and say, would this benefit the common, does this have a common good, right? And then finally he says gratitude in the present moment for anything that comes your way. So gratitude in the present moment for anything that comes your way. Look, we're all looking to better our lives, right? We're all trying to make our businesses better or be better at what we do. Make more money, for example, lead a better life, have a better house. have a better car, have better relationships, whatever. But I think we hardly ever think in the present moment for what we already have, right? Whatever comes our way. Gratitude is something that is really, really missing in our lives. So what if you had gratitude in the present moment? So a project comes your way, or a client comes your way, however small it might be, or you have a relationship. Whatever present moment, you're in the present moment having gratitude for that thing. So fundamentally, it all boils down to one thing: the present moment, this moment. What is happening this moment? And when you're faced with troubles, when you're faced with threats, when you're faced with sadness or depression or whatever, just think, this present moment, what am I doing? I'm sitting here, and for example, I'm talking to you, nothing else matters, just this present moment, right? So when you perceive a threat, something, you think something is going to happen, just think of it, is it happening now? No, it isn't. So when the present moment comes and something that you fear is happening, anyway, that is the present moment, and you're going to face the consequences of that in that moment. Why think about it now, right? Of course, this is not, this got nothing to do with when you're planning and strategizing for the future, for business, for, let's say, an event or your family outing or a tour. You need to strategize, you need to plan, but that is not the same as worrying and just, trying to imagine threats from the future, all that. Okay, that's all for today. I'll see you next quote.